Bill Pinto. Mr. Pinto has served on the local board of directors as member and board chair, and he currently serves as vice chair of the Foundation Board of Trustees. Mr. Pinto was also among that first group in the late 1990s, the ones that had the vision that bring us to where we are today. Mr. Pinto.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a great audience here. Arlane Robinson, she was the heart of the Foundation Board. She was serious about doing the maximum amount that she possibly could on behalf of our students. She was fun to be around. You knew when Arlane was in the room. I could say she was seriously funny. She always lightened up the room, board meetings. I fondly remember, not as much as Harold, because I didn't get kicked, I was across the table. But he was black and blue sometimes. Arlane's gentle persuasion. This is quite an honor for me to be here to talk about Arlane, memorializing Arlane's commitment to Atlanta Technical College by the Center for Student Success is something that will live on. As future students come into the center, I hope they will be asking, so who is Arlane Robinson? And they'll learn a little bit about what Arlane meant to our college, our faculty, our staff, and certainly our students. Thank you so much for being here. Arlane, we miss you much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd like to again welcome you and thank you to our local board of directors, our foundation board of trustees, and a special thank you to the Robinson family for being here and for giving us this opportunity to participate in Arlane's legacy. Almost 20 years ago, the first steps were made to extend the college's impact through the formation and development of the Atlanta Technical College Foundation Board of Trustees. As been said, Arlane Robinson accepted the charge, along with others in the metropolitan Atlanta community, to become chartering members of the group who will lead the college's fundraising and friend-building initiatives. In those 20 years, her resolve to be a dynamic change agent at Atlanta Technical College never wavered. As a result of the board's effort, the college has provided support and resources to hundreds and, dare I say, thousands of students. And the transformational imprint of the college in the larger community has extended exponentially. I joined the college as president in December of 2016, and in these nearly 20 months that I've been here, the impact that the board has had on the college is very clear. It is also clear that the impact is due in some significant part to Arlane Robinson, who was a stalwart advocate for this college, our students, and the community that we serve. She was one of the creative forces behind the college's major fundraiser awards, and her support was critical to the funding and completion of the Allied Health and Technology Complex, as well as the groundwork that provided for various resources and the renovation of several facilities on campus. But throughout the time, obviously, I did not have the privilege of working with Arlane, but I've had the opportunity to work with Christy. And as I talked to her and her passion and her fire, I imagined Arlane was and I'm blessed because I get to experience that with Christy. As I met with Mr. Robinson, and I look into his eyes and I see the love and devotion, and I know that the passion and the love that Arlane had for Atlanta Technical College is still here, and I can see it from those eyes. So I thank you for that. You know, everything we do here at the college is about our students. And I want to take a brief opportunity to recognize our student government leaders who are here with us today. If you would please stand, I don't know which way you made it. Our Student Government Association officers would please stand. The motivation for why we do what we do. And you guys are why I know that Arlane did what she did and continues to do what she does for the college. So thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Arthur Ann Lamont says, lighthouses don't go running all over an island looking for boats to save. They just stand there shining. Through the Center for Student Success and the services provided, Arlane's dedication to Atlanta Technical College and our students will continue to shine for years to come. It is in this spirit, the spirit of commitment, the spirit of success, the spirit of excellence, that we dedicate the Center for Student Success and officially name it the Arlane Robinson Center for Student Success. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ray Robinson, Ms. Christy Robinson, and Mr. Shane Robinson to the podium. Always a little brother.
First of all, let me say thank you, Dr. Seals and the Atlanta Technical College, the board, and our friends that are here. I'll give it to you guys. All right. This is a bittersweet moment. I love Arlane dearly. There's not a day that goes by that I won't miss her. But I know that she's a very happy person right now. I know she's looking at us now and she's smiling. She's probably laughing. She's saying Ray is without rules. It's kind of unheard of. I would say the same thing about her. But I know that after knowing her for 61 years, being married for 47, which she has, she loved this institution. She made sure that the Robinson family supported this institution. Arlane never took anything for granted. She simply says that, Ray, you got to do the best that you can do while you're here and while you can do it. I know that she had a very, very strong connection with the school. It was so strong that she insisted on any organization that I was a part of, that they in some way support this school, this college. And when you think about our beginnings, Arlane was a very, very, very strong supporter of education. Education, she believed, was the key to our success. Not just she and I, but our family and our country. And our education is just what it's all about. And she always felt that anything that she could do to support education and having our young people experience whether it was high school, college, trade, whatever. She knew that the key to success was in getting an education. And for that reason, I could not be more proud today to have a center named after her. You know, I often said that Arlane was the one who, you know, I kind of did the X's and O's, meaning I'd make the money and she was the one that spent it. But I never complained because she did it wisely, and I'm just honored. I just feel like I'm so happy that so many people have come to me and shared with me how much she meant to you. Those things just make me feel just even better than I normally do, because she was certainly a light, a beacon of light in my life, and she certainly helped raise these two here. And I couldn't be more proud. I got to tell you, Shane and Christy. And I want to highlight something because maybe some of you don't know this. Christy replaced Arlane on the board of Atlanta Technical College. And when Harold asked me what I thought about that, and I got to tell you, I had that little voice in my inner ear saying, you better say yes. And it was a way of perpetuating our connection to the school. And Christy, I couldn't be more proud of you because you have kept Arlane's spirit alive. You have pushed her dreams forward. And I am exceedingly happy that you have stepped into her shoes and you have what she said. So I just want you to know, thank you for being here. Thank you so very much for all of the support that you've given. And I will say one last thing before I sit down, and that is that one of the things that I committed to, and I said to Dr. Seal, that the Robinson family will continue to support the school long after I'm gone. And that is that we will be financially supporting the school in perpetuity as a result of the generous gifts that many of you have made, and I thank you for that. I want to share a little story. I just got back from Boston about 2:30 this morning because of all of this terrible weather we've been having. And I was, a friend of mine, just a golfing friend of mine, said, Ray, I love Arlane, and I miss her dearly. And I want to do something to commemorate the naming of the Student Success Center. And he gave me a check, and I probably, $100, $500, something. And I looked at the check at $10,000. And so I told Dr. Seal, this is a friend of mine, a golf buddy of mine, that just wanted to support the school. And never said foot here, just knows her and knew her. And I think those are the kind of individuals who have supported what we're trying to do here. Again, thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your continued prayers because I know that I will continue to need them. I'm thrilled and honored and could not be more proud of my wife than I am today. Thank you so very much.
I guess I have to talk. To follow on the heels of Dad's sentiments, this was a concert the mic would drop. So I'll be brief. I share much of what my father has expressed. I am forever just thankful for the time I had with my mother, and I'm even more thankful about the fact that there's very few places in this city that I can go where there's not a reminder of Mom. If I were to think about art, going back to 1988 when we got here, it was about the kids, the church, and not long after that, Atlanta Tech. Those were and let me throw shopping in there too. But though I have not been made necessarily as involved with this institution as my sister or Mom, I heard lots of on the receiving side of Mom trying to coordinate things, hustle, make some phone calls, get the support moving where needed, and it resounds just over and over again now. Just I see this great thing we're doing in Mom's name today. So I thank you all for your friendship, your support, and just being there and allowing Mom to touch your lives and shine, because that's what she does. She's everywhere. I see her every day, and I just thank you all for allowing us to be a part of this. And I'm gonna get my stuff together and get a little busy, like my sisters. One up and on me now with this board shaking. But we all have our calling, and Mom talks to me every day, and she punches me every Monday like she did when she was with me. So I appreciate your time, and again, thank God for Mom. I love you.
So at this moment, I want us all to take a second. And I want you to place into your minds and your hearts a memory. A moment where she impacted you and you impacted her. You may not know her, so your moment may be right now. And then at the count of 3, I want us all to say collectively, Arlane. 1, 2, 3. Arlane. And she speaks. Through our thoughts, words, and actions, she calls us toward the call of being in service to others, to engage every interest, skill, and talent, not taking a moment as an opportunity missed. For she knew not to take a person for granted. To whom much is given, much is. She knew that. And that's what's necessary for us to continue to do God's work. This is the work of humanity. Mind who you talk to, she would say, and how you talk to them. It will determine your success, Mommy would say. If each of us does a little in our means, collectively our impact will be much greater. So it's now time for us to listen. The name goes up, but the work is here. She worked herself to the point where her body gave out. She loved to the point where her love is eternal. And what's necessary for us is to keep in mind all of the nuggets that she's given us. Whatever you have the means to do it for the good of humanity. We're going to celebrate Arlane. And while I put her dress on this morning, let me tell you about this. 2 years ago, I was, before Mommy had transitioned, I was trying to, her closet is the bomb, okay? Shoes, jewelry is the bomb. And I say, Mommy, I like that dress over there. And she giggled. She said, but you can't wear it. I said, why not? Because you're too big. My mom had been losing weight and she wanted to make sure I knew. Not to scorn me, but to encourage me. Right. And at that time, I was going through some things and eating became my comfort. Well, I went to her closet and I pulled some dresses. And I'm not one that really likes to dress up, but I knew that this call was going to require me, Brother Mitchell, to put on her shoes. And I was able to slide on her dress, zip it up myself. No one put their foot in my back and pulled. I was able to do that. But I want to be very clear. While I put on her shoes, or I may put on her earrings, I am not Arlane. Arlane gave me a baton to carry. I'm going to run the way that I run. I'm going to move the way that she coached me within the realm of my wisdom. And I'm going to laugh, and it's going to sound like her sometimes. But she let me know very clearly that she raised us to be who we are. And I'm a little bit of this, and I'm a little bit of that. And I'm a whole lot of Christy. And so I'm looking forward to continuing to work with the wonderful people on the foundation that thought it fit in taking a risk to bring this young lady, I keep myself young, to this team of people to do the work that I know that God had imparted in me a long, long time ago. I've always loved children, and I've always loved family. And I thank Pastor Thomas for being here, because he's the one that taught me something very, very important, and I will close on this. In United Methodist Church, we have a process called confirmation. And it's an opportunity to confirm all that the community of church and family have done together. The children have that opportunity to confirm that and operate from that going forward. Well, I know he knew what he was doing when he asked me to be a part of that. Not only was a confirmation experience for the children, it was for me. To understand what formation means It's a walk of transformation that takes place when communities come together based on values. And it's a long process. There was a point where I felt like I had to fight to make sure that people understood it takes more than 3 months to confirm what's in you. For the people of the First Covenant or the First Testament, that was a long life process of going from childhood into becoming an adult. So I look at this as another level of confirmation, where we come together to stand with young people as they get to understand who they are in the realm of education and who they're going to become in terms of this nation. And we need it. So thank you so very much for your presence. Continue to speak the Robinson name. We need it. We still grieve. And we'll probably always. But every time we say her name, she is here. And even the times we don't, she is here. Thank you.
Again, thank you for sharing in this very special day. As we gather, we'll cut the ribbon, and then we're going to have some photos where we invite the full Robinson family to take some pictures, and then we will welcome you inside for a brief reception to see the magic of where all of our student success will begin and continue to be supported while they're here at Arlane College. Raise your hand. Woo!
Let's do it.
Family affair. Right. The rest of the Robinson family, can you get a picture before we go inside? Devices down.
Ms. Barber. Bob, you.
They're going to send us the rest of us.
Just ask to have it on her.
Yeah, I want to.